This song is so classic. Whew, man, that remix. Oh, man. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes the music just gets me. I want to talk about, so if you know anything about the Shelley Winter Show, I am a huge fan of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., right? So let me go back some, because some of you are new to the show. Some of you are not familiar with the show, and since we've been on. I hosted here in our station RFK Jr. when he was running for president. I hosted him in what's called our live lounge. And he came, we sat and talked. He talked about his dad. He talked about his run. He talked about COVID. He talked about everything. And actually, you could find it if you just Google Shelley Winter. You can find it on my YouTube page, actually, the full interview. Shelley Winter YouTube. Subscribe to it, by the way. I don't tell people enough. I do have a YouTube page. Subscribe to the Shelley Winter YouTube. But you can find a full interview there if you ever want to listen to it. Fascinating interview. And I really like the guy. Right? Then he dropped his campaign. He spoke to Donald Trump. Donald Trump said, look, come with me and I'll put you in charge of HHS and you could do all the stuff you've been fighting for your entire career. And he said, no problem. Right? And that's what he did. And I liked him even more then because he wasn't so partisan. He understood that at the end of the day, I've been fighting this system. I've been fighting these institutions to get people healthier. And so now I can be I don't have to fight from the outside. I can be on the inside and make these changes. And it's a great thing. So Trump wins and now he's HHS secretary. And the people are still making fun of him. They're still talking badly about him. And all he's trying to do is make us healthy. But Cheryl Hines, now here, let me go back to when I interviewed Mr. Kennedy. I'm sitting right there and his phone goes off, right? And if you listen to the interview, we have all of this. It's in the interview. His phone goes off and he looks at his phone and he says, oh, I have to take this. It's my wife. Cheryl Hines is his wife. Cheryl Hines was Larry David's wife on Curb Your Enthusiasm. She actually caught a lot of flack because her husband started working. Actually, she caught flack because her husband ran as a Democrat. That's not supposed to happen because in this country, you're not allowed to do that if the Biden is president, right? This is how open-minded Democrats are. So she's his husband. She's his wife. So she's on The View, right? And so they talk, and he says, I'm being interviewed by Shelley Winter, say hello. And she says, hey, Shelley, how are you? Be nice to my husband or something. You can tell there's love there. You can see it. You can hear it. Anyway, she's on The View. And these women, man, I got to tell you, these women are so mean. Like, if they ever invite me to I may curse. If I'm ever sitting next to Sonny Hostin or Joy Behar. Bahar, whatever. I might curse. I might call them names. I hope I don't if I'm ever invited. But listen to this little clip of her on The View yesterday, Cheryl Hines and Sonny Hostin.
Is that your husband is the least qualified Department of Health and Human Services head that we've had in history.
So listen to what Cheryl Hines says. This is Sonny Hostin telling her that her husband's the least qualified, right? Listen to Cheryl Hines' answer.
I think that's a very dangerous.
Why is he less qualified than an economist?
I think
How is that
he
possible?
is less qualified.
Why do you think? I would have said to Sonny Hostin at that point, who was the last HHS secretary, ma'am? Tell me the name. You can't. You can't. It's a managerial position. It's a position to manage people. The doctors have been there for years. The experts have been in HHS for years. You don't put a doctor at the head of it. You put a manager at the head of it. Most CEOs of hospitals are not doctors. They're business people. Because their job is not to cure someone. Their job is to hire the best people to cure people and to raise money and to make money. These women are crazy. But listen to more. Listen to this. Just Cheryl Hines. I got a point I'm going to make really quickly.
His career studying toxins, studying people's health. fighting for one guy who was using Roundup for his job.
He has also spread a lot of misinformation,
He has also spread a lot of misinformation. Listen to Cheryl Hines come back on this one.
a lot of chaos, a lot of
What chaos? What chaos? The chaos you cause?
confusion, and I think it's just a very dangerous thing. I say it with the utmost respect.
What's dangerous about having a guy at HHS who wants to make people America healthy again? We're the most obese. We're the most sick. We have constant, our kids are unhealthy. The food we put in our bodies unhealthy. And he's trying to change all of that. And he's the most dangerous? Really?
Some of it's good and some of it's not. That's the point.
Listen, we all have different views here.
Yes.
And when you say, misinformation, disinformation, we could go back to COVID when...
He's connecting
when-
circumcision to
may I-
autism.
No, he didn't, you liar.
May I finish?
Please.
When Fauci people were saying when you get the vaccine, you cannot transmit COVID. It will stop COVID. And that was disinformation, misinformation.
There it is. There it is, lady. There it is. How many people lied during COVID? You calling them misinformation, disinformation? These people are sick, man. I don't like them. But here's why I bring this up. Not only do I love RFK Jr., because I met him in person, I interviewed him, and I know him. Well, I don't know him, but, because of that. But I also know what he's trying to do, and I support that. But listen to this woman, his wife, go on national TV and defend her husband. Every man needs to have a Cheryl Hines in his corner who will go on television. She went on there to talk about a book. They never even got to the book because they attacked her about her husband. And she stood there, back straight, ramrod spine, and knocked back every single criticism these women came at her with to defend her husband. Every man needs a Cheryl Hines in his corner. Good for you, my sister. We'll be right back.